For real though. That's how it be. All right, we are going live. EB's Marathon, episode 17. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's episode
That's so.
17.
I think so. Yeah.
Crazy.
17.
Yeah. It's a trip. So, what you had a appointment on last Friday, right?
Had one today.
Had one
Yeah.
today. Okay.
Yeah. I got up at 4:15 this morning, drove to Jacksonville, headed out about 5 o'clock, drove to Jacksonville and had a 6:50 blood draw, 7 o'clock urine test, and 8:15 I met with the physician's assistant. Everything is cool. Platelets still dropping though, so the platelets are a little concerning, but everything else is good. So, they just kind of got to like figure out what's going on with the platelets. They kind of threw out three options. One is the graft versus host is actually affecting the platelets. The second one was, of course, the sirolimus, which Randy kind of schooled us on last week. And
right.
So they want me to drop down from a 1 milligram to a 0.5 on it. And then there's another thing. It's wow, and I can't even really pronounce it. It's the short term for it is either TNA or TMA, but it's something to do. I don't even want to mess with it really. But it's something that came up about 6 to 8 weeks ago, early on after the transplant, and they're kind of maybe suspecting that maybe it's back or it's affecting the platelets. So there's kind of like three options out there, and could be all three, could be one of the three, could be two of the three, but they're getting ready to try to take a little closer look at that and see if they can find out what's going on. In the meantime, next week when I go up, I'll probably have to get a platelet transfusion unless they've gone up. But right now they just kind of like are slowly dropping. But everything else is solid. Everything else is straight, so that's kind of where we're at right now. They're really happy with everything else. It's just, these platelets keep slowly dropping. So that's basically where we're at.
You haven't had any more like skin irritations and stuff like that?
The graft versus host is still here. It's one of those things. It's, I don't know how to explain. It's not really getting any worse, and it clears up, and then it'll kind of like flare up in another location, like there's some kind of like in here in my face. Of course, it's still kind of on my forehead, a little bit right at the front of my hairline, and a little bit, behind the ears or whatever. But it's actually gotten a little better. So, because at one point I had kind of crossed over into what they considered to be stage 2. Now it's kind of like back in stage 1, but that could be what's affecting the platelets too. So they threw that out there, So we'll see. But yeah, I'm getting low. The platelets are getting low, and I'm getting into the area where if they don't improve, probably next week, they already actually have me scheduled to get a platelet transfusion next. I think it's Wednesday afternoon. They got me scheduled for appointments next Wednesday. So unless they improve on their own or get better, yeah, I'll probably be doing transfusion. But other than that, like I said, everything is solid.
The platelet transfusions are...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, the platelet transfusions, that's the same stuff that you got like when we came out there, right? When Jordan and I were out there.
I got platelets. I got, red blood, the red blood cells and all of that is good. So basically a platelet transfusion probably take about an hour.
Yeah.
little over an hour. They go pretty quickly. It's the red blood transfusions that take a while. Those are slower, usually a couple hours or so. So,
but you don't need one of those.
no, they're doing good. They're actually, the hemoglobin and all that is actually coming up slowly, which is good.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
So the platelets are really the only area of concern right now. Yeah. But the good news is they know it's not leukemia. So that's kind of like, the bright light is that it's not the leukemia definitely affecting the platelets. It's something else. And they just kind of it's kind of hard to pinpoint, So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah, and through this too, like you obviously you take medication for high blood pressure, right?
Yeah.
And so have you been able to take that medication still, like everything?
Yeah,
those levels been good.
They had to adjust it several times because of all the different drugs that I've been on. I got all the immunosuppressants and all of that stuff, and as they take one off, they might have to adjust the blood pressure again. And right now, with me being on the steroids, the prednisone for the graft versus host, it definitely affects the blood pressure and blood sugar because I'm also diabetic. So yeah, so it kind of wreaks havoc with both of them, and we've kind of had to adjust the insulin for the blood sugar, and the blood pressure. It's been kind of hit and miss. It's been running a little higher lately, but I think it's definitely because of the prednisone, that I'm on. But and they were trying. They had started weaning me off of it, but they want me to stay on the same dosage this week because of the graft versus host. So they want to see a little bit more improvement
on the prednisone.
Yeah. So they want to see a little bit more improvement on the graft versus host before they wean me any more off of it. They've already weaned me off of it a little bit. I went from 40 milligrams to 30, and then 30 down to 20. So they want me to stay on the 20 for another week and see, what it looks like next week. So yeah, it's really a challenge, man. It's kind of like all the different medications and, like say immunosuppressants and that's the goal by the 6-month mark is to be off a lot of that stuff, So a couple.
Is that
months.
right?
Yeah.
And what day is the 6-month mark?
It'll be
October or November?
October 25th. Yeah, will be the 6-month mark. Yep.
Yeah.
So they want to slowly be able to get me off of some of that stuff. And then, at the 6-month mark, like I said last week, start doing some of the immunizations, Probably, I don't even really know what, but yeah, I need them all. I have like nothing right now,
Right.
No mumps, no measles, none of that, no COVID. So that's the goal, is to get to the 6-month mark, get off some of these immunosuppressants, and then be able to start getting some vaccinations.
Absolutely. I mean, again, it's one of those things. It's funny because you look good, you sound good, energy's good.
Yeah.
Have y'all got that? I know you talking about. They were talking about doing getting you a room or whatever, like a little exercise room at some point in time. I know
we haven't
we said
started on it yet, but yeah, that's definitely the plan here in the future. And right now it's crazy because with the platelets being low, I have to be careful because I don't really feel it when the platelets are low, but I'm at a bleeding risk. So, I kind of have to chill. I have to be careful because I can bruise real easily. And I can also, if I do something where I cut myself or open myself up, getting that bleeding to stop, because the platelets is what causes the clotting, and with the platelets being low,
makes your blood coagulate.
Right. So yeah, I have to make sure I
Yeah.
don't,
Okay.
So I'm kind of still at the point where I really got to kind of chill till I get them platelets back up, because I want to hit them weights. I want to be, saying I really want to get to working out again, but yeah, I have to be careful right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you ever get around to watching that Jamie Foxx movie?
No, I haven't watched
The
it
Day
yet.
Shift?
I haven't watched it yet.
No?
You know what? I was messing around the other night and I got to watching the Mayans. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of the Mayans. And so that's kind of like my new thing now, So that's my show.
That's a spinoff of the Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah.
It's the motorcycle gang?
Yeah, kind of like the Mexican version. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and that's right.
Yeah, you never watched Sons of Anarchy though, did you?
I watched episodes, but I never really sat down and just watched the whole thing. And I did end up seeing like the last season or whatever, but I didn't really watch it from the start. So,
yeah, because the Mayans are in the Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Like they had a part in there. I've never got into the Mayans.
And the Sons of Anarchy are in the Mayans. They were in like episode 2 or 3. Yeah.
Oh, they did feature them?
I was shocked. Yeah, they rolled up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they was beefing with the Samoans. It's funny how they got all these different races going against each other. But yeah, the Mayans were beefing with the Samoans, and the Sons of Anarchy rolled up in there and helped them out. Yeah. So, but
that's
a trip. Definitely a big Snowfall fan, and I used to always play, the trailers for the Mayans, and I never watched it. I would. And so the other night I was messing around. I was like, let me check this out, see what it's about. And so I watched the episode, and they kind of got me hooked, because that's right down my alley. I like all that criminal stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Criminals and the gangs and them. So yeah, that's my new thing right now.
On the Mayans.
The Mayans, yeah. Got me want to get a motorcycle.
Monica. Right.
Yeah.
That's why I said, hey, after watching Sons of Anarchy,
I'm just gonna stand by with a jacket on. Prospect.
Right. I want my MC jacket, on my leather jacket.
Yeah, because I ain't riding shit. On 2 wheels. I ain't riding nothing on 2 wheels. You can't even get me on a bicycle.
Monica asked, can you use light exercise bands?
I probably could do that. Yeah, I'm sure I could. And that might be something that I have to invest in. Yeah. And I'm pretty much like a body weight guy anyway. I like to kind of,
absolutely
do the little push-ups and whatever. But I don't know. I don't want to take it easy right now. I don't want to do nothing that's going,
Right. Now chill. Watch the Mayans.
Yep.
Kick it.
Yeah.
That
do my little walking.
What's your route? Do you have a route out there where you be walking at? Because you out in the sticks.
Yeah, shit, we got all that land out there. So they'll just get out there and walk a little bit, It's not the same as being on the treadmill, but so.
Right. I will say you told me about that Game album, so I went ahead, downloaded it, and as you stated, front to back, that shit was slapping.
Man,
like, I've listened to it 3 times through now.
Yeah,
it's damn good.
And
it's damn good.
They just hating on it, man. But it's they biased.
I don't know why.
I don't either, but
I don't know why.
People taking sides because you got the Eminem fans and And everybody's hung up on that one track. It's like, get past that, bro. That album is, like you said, like you said,
Man,
it's fire.
it's literally, it's classic. Like, that is a classic hip hop album.
Yeah.
Like, and really, it's a double disc. It's 30 tracks. It's supposed to be a double disc.
Right.
So, I mean, you're talking about, most people can't even put out one classic. This brother got a double disc that is a classic.
And man. I told you the first time I listened to it, I kept thinking, I'm getting ready to click through some tracks. And I just never did. Just never did end up listening to the whole thing, like you said.
Nope.
And it was like, man.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to let you know about it. I was like, well, we're gonna see how Kellen feel about it, and because I thought maybe I was tripping. I was like, well, yeah.
It was funny too, because there was a couple in there, like for a moment, like in the transition and stuff, you listen, the beat might come on, and I'm like, all right. For a second, I'd be like, this might be one I end up skipping.
Yeah, this might be one. Right.
And then I'm listening to what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm listening to what he's saying, and I'm like, damn, he's going off on this track. And he switched it up. He kind of did that. He had that one track with 5 Foreign where he did like the New York drill style. And I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing. He showed his versatility. He showed his versatility. That's what kind of blew me away, I was like, it wasn't just all West Coast gang affiliated or whatever. This, although the one with the hats,
right,
the one with the hats where he broke down,
was dope.
Yeah.
La La Land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he came with it.
Yeah, that shit slaps.
Yep, I don't care what nobody say. Put your little personal feelings aside. I don't care how you feel about him. Yeah, that album is banging.
Yeah. I was talking to my homie Hero at the barbershop, and he was saying the same thing. He was like, Hero was like, man, game came with it, didn't he? I was like, man, he really did. I was super impressed.
Yeah.
So I my buddy Kyle Hansen, I posted the thing on my story, and I just said, if you like real hip hop, listen to this album. And a buddy of mine, he messaged me later on. He's like, thank you. He's like, thank you. I'm like, shit, thank you, Ercil. Because had you not told me about it, I'm not even going to lie to you. I probably would have even downloaded it. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't even have checked it out.
Right.
Because the last Game album, I don't know that I listened to the last Game album that came out, but that one.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just kind of ran across it. Like I told I was getting ready to take a shower on Sunday. Because he released it on a Saturday night, which is crazy. Because most times they come out like on a Friday night or whatever, or maybe a Tuesday or something like that.
Like Thursday night.
Yeah, so I got on there, and the first thing it said, recommended Game, and I was like, Drillmatic. I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. Yeah. And like I said, I was shocked. I was like, damn, this dude is coming with it.
I like it so much. I like so many on it, but man, I'm telling you, the one that really stands out for me might be that one with 2 Chainz on it, because 2 Chainz verse, we love some 2 Chainz, right?
Yeah.
And 2 Chainz snapped on that thing, So I was,
Yeah, he be talking about
that might be one of my
favorite, but he makes it sound so good,
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
yeah.
And 2 Chainz on that. My favorite 2 Chainz verse is actually on that 3500 with Travis Scott. He snaps on that one. So but just with some stupid stuff, talking about backstroking to me,
right.
just some silly ass shit, but he makes that shit sound good, bro. Drinking breast milk out of a lean cup and shit like that. Yeah, just he's a fool. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But when I listened to that album, I was thinking to myself, man, I don't listen to a lot of hip hop, but I was like, damn, he came with it on that. That was my first impression. I was
absolutely.
Like,
So the other day I had, what was that? Not last week, the week before, we had a work thing. And at that, I was asking people what their top 5 movies were, right? And it's like, picture this situation. You're on a desert island, a deserted island, right? You're stuck. You know, you get 5 movies. You get 5 movies. That's all you get. You can watch these movies whenever you want, but you get 5 movies. What 5 movies are you picking?
Ooh. Well, right off rip.
No particular order.
Right off rip. Man, and this is what's tough because I love both the Godfathers, but I probably got to go with 2. When Michael switched up, when Michael switched up on us, I mean they both hard, but
right.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do both of them, but it's kind of hard to do one without the other. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Godfather 2. I'm gonna leave the first. All right,
Godfather 2.
I'm gonna leave Vito and them out of it, but yeah, when Michael snapped, yeah.
Okay.
Scarface for damn sure. That's one of my favorites.
Scarface, all right.
Yep. Man, I'm gonna have to throw Django in there. Django, yeah.
Fire.
One of my favorites.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. All right, so that's 3. You got 2 left.
3. You got 2 left. Ooh. Probably Pulp Fiction.
Excellent. Yep.
Man, and that 5th one, I don't know. I could go a bunch of different directions with that one, but man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I told you a few months back, me and Melanie both watched Benjamin Button, and
Yep. He said it made you feel away. Yeah.
I had me crying like a baby. That Benjamin Button is good. There's so many. Oh man, that's tough. Because you know, I'm thinking Benjamin Button. I'm thinking Menace to Society. I'm thinking, shoot, it's so many. But yeah, I'm gonna switch it up from the gangster movies. I'm gonna throw Benjamin Button in there.
Benjamin Button, all right. That's a good list.
And Benjamin Button surprised me because I saw it, when it came out at the movies, But
right,
I just forgot how many good black actors were in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Because you focus on on Brad Pitt.
Pitt.
Yeah. But then you realize that, man,
right,
they had some good black actors in that movie. So yeah, it's so many. But yeah, I probably just roll with them 5. I mean, you got Forrest Gump though. This is great, and yeah, it's
man,
ooh, that's tough.
Yep,
that's tough.
Yeah, listen. I asked this question to my team at work, and like it literally started like an hour and a half, 2-hour debate, and we was all going into it, and people switching their lists. Like you name because I threw Pulp Fiction in there. I said Pulp Fiction on mine, and everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't have that on my list. I want Pulp Fiction." And then my boss he said The Hangover. I hadn't mentioned The Hangover, but then I had to think back. I saw The Hangover 3 times in the theater when that movie came out.
Yeah, that's
like I lost my shit. Like it was so damn funny.
Yeah.
So I was like, kind of like how you felt about Benjamin Button, right? Like it moved you, it made you feel a way. I was like, Hangover had me feeling a way. Like I mean, obviously it was comedy, but it was different. Like we was watching something different with that one,
Right.
That first Hangover. So because I had my list was Tombstone because I love Western, so I had to throw a Western in there. So Tombstone, I had Tombstone, Friday, Sandlot, The Departed, and Pulp Fiction. Those were my 5.
Got all
And
about variety. Sandlot is a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to throw something in there from my childhood, like Sandlot's that childhood movie. And then, got to have a comedy in there because I'm thinking if I'm on this island, I need something, I need to laugh at some time. But yeah, then we start talking about like sad movies and shit. We went around we're like, what's one movie that you'll never watch again because of how sad it was, right? And my shit, I was 7 pounds. Did you ever see 7 pounds with Will Smith?
I saw 7 pounds, yeah.
Rosario Dawson?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw
Man, that shit there, I'll never, ever again. Man, that movie had me messed up, bro.
I'm going to tell you another good one with Brad Pitt that just popped in my mind when you said sad was 7. When they killed his wife.
7?
Chopped her head off, yeah.
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt.
Yeah, man. That was the 7 deadly sins, right?
Because it was like, damn, it was almost like his real, like his wife had got killed for real, the way he, reacted in that movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Because that was the one, it was the 7 deadly sins, right?
Yeah, it was 7, him and
or was that 12 Monkeys?
Him and Morgan Freeman, was doing like the investigation.
Yeah.
And the dude ended up killing Brad Pitt's wife. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that one was a trip.
That's a hell of a question there. 5 movies, boy, because you could do it all over again and come up with a whole nother 5. You know what I'm saying?
Come up with a whole different 5. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what it was. Like the more people throw out different stuff, you like, oh man, yeah, that's a good one too,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always keep stuff like that, like on lockdown, though. I always have something in my mind of what I have to go with. Because same thing with music, right? Like I ended up asking with albums. And then a lot of people, it was like, oh, I don't know if I can listen to whole albums. I was like, shit, I definitely can name you albums that I could just sit and just run through,
Music, shit. The music might be a little easier than sitting through the movie, Because at least with the music, this shit gonna make you want to move. It's gonna make you want, it's gonna make you want to do something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shit, butt ass naked in the bathroom working on your dance move. You butt ass naked on the deserted island. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listening to Billie Jean. Shit.
Okay. I like it. So Monica said her top 5 would be put me down for Empire Strikes Back, The Force Awakens. She's a big Star Wars fan. Ocean's 11, Casablanca, and The Maltese Falcon.
Oh, she got deep.
So I
just actually watched Ocean's 11 recently.
She got deep with it.
Yeah, Ocean's 11 is a good one too.
Ocean's 11 is the shit.
Yeah.
It is an excellent one.
Yeah.
Casablanca, that's the old shit, right? That's the old school.
Yeah, that old shit, yeah.
Old shit. I'm weird about old movies, man. Old movies creep me out a little bit. I don't like. There's something about watching these movies, and it's like it'd be the 1920s movie, and you're like, damn, everybody in this movie is gone. I'll be like, I don't know, I don't like that shit. That just weirds me out.
Yeah.
Although Rebecca and I, we watched, and this is not like a super old school movie, bro. Have you ever seen the Little Shop of Little Shop of Horror?
I don't know.
With Rick Moranis?
I made it through that. I wasn't really feeling that. I know what you're talking about.
What's Melanie saying?
Yeah, she talking about with Seymour the Plant.
We watched it last night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a musical for one. It threw me off. Rick Moranis in there singing his ass off. It's got everybody in. Like Bill Murray was in it. Steve Martin was in it. There was all kinds of people in this. Bro, what's her name from Martin? Tisha Campbell. Tisha Campbell's on there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. It was good. It was good. I did not. It's a little weird because it's a fucking alien plant.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole concept of it, the whole premise, like the way it got popular, and then it was in everybody's homes and shit. It was actually a very dope concept, and I thought it was good. It was good. I was impressed.
Now,
you know, and I was like, I ain't never watched this shit.
I'll throw a musical out there with that Johnny Depp, where he was the killer. Remember, he was slashing people's throats.
Oh, Sweeney Todd.
Yeah,
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yes. Yeah, that shit, man. That's a damn good one. See, when I go on musicals though, man, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, that was my shit back in the day. It's an old one. It's like from the, I don't know if it's the 30s or 40s or whatever. But in elementary school, they had us watch it. And that was my shit, man. They had some fire ass songs. The soundtrack on that thing is fire. Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. You gotta check it out sometime. It's old as shit. But yeah. And also, Hamilton. You guys see Hamilton. If they come in your area, now we're getting on a musical kick. Yeah. We went and saw Hamilton in Portland. They're coming back to Eugene here in September. Trying to go see it again. Hamilton was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Yeah, Alexander Hamilton is an interesting motherfucker, man. Like, very progressive considering the times, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like an abolitionist, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't for the slavery shit. Everybody else was owning slaves and shit. He was against that. He was just kind of ahead of his time, you know?
Right.
And it's a trip that he never, you know, he had his own little shit, but it was a trip that he never, you know, got a chance to be president. But I think he was just ahead of his time, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna get off on the tangent on that shit. That's funny though, Melanie singing them songs.
Yeah.
So shit, what else? What you got going on the rest of the, like, into the weekend? Chilling.
Yeah. I be chilling, be laying low. Me and Melanie usually have a little date night on Friday, so we gonna get out and go somewhere. You know, like I say, we order some food or whatever, and eat in the car. Or actually, tomorrow, I think we're gonna go over to DeLand. They got one of them damn crumble cookies over there. I want to see what that shit is about. Yeah, I'm finna go get me a dozen cookies for $35. That's like crack prices. Dozen cookies for $35. Shit, I'm like, damn, I'm in the wrong business. I need to be whipping up some dough.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I want to see what they about. So yeah. So I think we're gonna go over to the land, find somewhere to eat, and then we're gonna hit Crumble up, see what they talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had one in Jacksonville, but you know, after the transplant, my taste buds is all messed up, and early on, a lot of the stuff that was sweet tasted terrible, so I wasn't trying to mess with no cookies. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my shit done kind of made a little comeback now. So yeah, I'm trying to see what these cookies is like. And it's crazy because I said something about some cookies the other day. It's just so weird how all this shit ends up in your news feed. I got all these cookie companies now in my news feed on Facebook. I said something about some cookies the other day or whatever, and everybody and their mama, they got a cookie thing is in my news feed now on Facebook. So I was like, shit, I'm finna go over here and see what these crumbles is talking about. So yeah, we gonna have our little date night tonight,
bro.
Or tomorrow night, and yeah, I'm gonna go see what them cookies is talking about.
Yeah, they motherfuckers are hitting. And speaking, when you talking about the algorithm, man, they got me so messed up right now. I've been golfing a lot lately, right? And I went ahead and bought some clubs and shit. And man, now I got golf shit popping up in all my stuff just because I, bought a couple clubs. Yeah. I bought a full set of clubs, but got some shoes and shit. Now I got all this. I'm sitting there. I'm looking at all this golf gear. I'm like, I've got multiple outfits I'm getting ready to buy and shit. I'm like, man, I'm out here tripping like I'm Tiger Woods or something. I got a long way to go before I should be buying all this shit. But
right,
I don't know. It is fun. It's a challenge. It is a challenge, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
So, well, shit. I don't I don't know if you have anything you want to leave us with. If you have a story you want to tell, anything you got for now. I don't want to put you too much on the spot, but
not really, man. I'm same old, bro. Just I'm just happy to be here, man. Just happy to be alive, and home. I was it was weird, because like I said, I went up to Jacksonville today, and in between appointments, I used to always get this little smoothie. I told you about it, the chocolate cloud they have at this is a Mangarian building on the Mayo campus. And so, I went up there today, and I was by myself, and I was just kind of chilling outside with my little smoothie. It was like 7:15 in the morning. Wasn't really that many people there. And I was just kind of reminiscing. I was like, man, it wasn't that long ago. Just a few weeks ago, I was stuck up here, and I was just kind of thinking about, about the Gabriel house, and, and just glad to be home and out of there. I appreciate the Gabriel house. It was a great place to stay, but yeah, it's just cool to just be able to jump in my car, and everybody's all worried about me. You got an early morning appointment, you got to leave at 5:00. And it's like, I'm looking forward to that. It's crazy how I look forward to these appointments now. Because, I can jump in the car, hit the highway, turn my little music on, and I explain it's really kind of therapeutic, to go up there to my appointments and, stop by my parents' house. I can hung out with them for a couple hours a day when I, got back in town, and they some fools. They had me laughing, and yeah. So I mean, it's crazy too how quick the year went by, because it's like this time last year I was healthy, or at least I thought I was healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Felt good.
Right.
And we kind of creeping up on the anniversary, you know what I'm saying? So all of that was kind of like running through my mind today. It's like here in a few weeks, because I got diagnosed went to the emergency room on the 13th of September, got diagnosed the very next day. He come in, I told you the doctor come in, and with all these medical terms and all this jargon. And then he dropped that bombshell. He's like, with the type of leukemia you have, this is the treatment options. And he went right into the treatment options. And I had to stop him. Like, hold up, man. What you just say? With the leukemia that I have, what are you talking about? So yeah, all that was just kind of running through my mind today. I was sitting out there, with my little smoothie by myself, just kind of thinking. And yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like this time last year, I was feeling good. On this date last year, there was no indication that there was anything wrong with me. And to know that a couple of weeks later, it was right around about September 1st, I kind of started feeling, like something ain't right. I knew I wasn't right. I didn't know what it was. I didn't think it was anything serious or anything like that. And so yeah, that was all kind of heavy on my mind now. It's like how quick a year goes by, and it's like we're almost to the anniversary, of when they diagnosed me. So yeah. But yeah, I'm just I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm glad, I'm dealing with, still dealing with some stuff, but it is what it is. I'm alive. I'm able to communicate. I'm able to, because when this first started, I didn't know, when they tell you got leukemia, that, and you start Googling, and, it's like, shit, what happens? Am I going to live? Am I, and so, yeah, it's a trip, man. This whole journey has been a trip.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if nothing else, you learn, like, we all get so caught up in the future, right? And thinking about what we're going to do next week, next month, next year, and not realizing like that's why we got focused on now, because now is all we got, right? Like now is the only thing we are actually promised, you know. And so it's so easy, man. That's why I always I roll myself back constantly. Like I'll get to thinking too much and feel myself feeling away and getting like shaky, and I'm like, no, all right, quit tripping. You thinking too far in the future. Let's focus on right now. What can I control? What can I do today to make a difference? Or what can I do, today to be better? And I think if anything else, and seeing you and what you've been going through, that's definitely a reminder, every day for so many of us,
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's like one day, like you said, one day you got plans for this, you got plans for that. I was hyped. I was going to see the Broncos. The Broncos was coming to Jacksonville, and man, I got diagnosed like 4 days before the game, and couldn't go. Ended up missing out on that. And it's like it's just kind of wild how like you said, you have all these plans, and then boom, something like that happens. But I don't know. Like I say, I feel like a lot of good has come out of it. It's given me an opportunity to kind of, look at myself and analyze myself. And, and like I said, right from the start, I was like, well, I can either be down in the dumps and be bitter about this, or I can, embrace it and make the best of it. So, that's what I tried to do. And like I said, the journey ain't over, there's no telling what might come at me in the future, but it kind of is what it is, just kind of have to roll with the punches. And so, yeah, here we are,
Yeah. Speaking of, I don't know, I just thinking of this question. This is the last thing I'll ask you, and I'll let you get out of here. But like, if you're thinking about your life, and I know we all think about our lives and where we're at in our life and where we want to go with it or whatever. Mm-hmm. But what's the one thing that you would like forever want to be remembered for? Like, what's the one thing that you no matter what, you hope people get from you and understand about you?
That if I'm on your team, if I'm on your squad, or if I'm behind you, I'm behind you. I'm that dude. I'm that guy. That's I'm always speak highly of you. I'm always look out for you, even from a distance. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I just want to be remembered as being a solid dude, solid ass dude. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
That's really about it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm with you, I'm with you. Right. And if you give me a reason to not be with you, then that's on you. I'm not. But
right.
Yeah, just a solid ass dude, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you've definitely done that, and you are that ride or die friend, spouse, partner, whatever. You are that person and always have been. So I'm glad that's something you would say, because I know that's definitely what anybody would say about you already. So you embody that completely. But I think those are things like, I always hate when stuff. It was kind of like we talking about the Bill Russell thing, right? They're gonna retire Bill Russell's jersey in the NBA, right?
Right.
Bill Russell was 90 years old when he died.
80,
you had all this time.
Yeah.
80 something, right?
Yeah.
They had all this time if they were gonna retire Bill Russell's number to do it while he was still alive. Like, let that man get his flowers, right?
Right.
And what did he like? It's not like Kobe Bryant's situation where Kobe's life was lost so suddenly he wasn't able to see and finish what his legacy, right? But Bill Russell's legacy had long been completed. And I always hate when people do things way like after the fact. And it's like, no, man, show people that love or have these conversations while people are still around and can be appreciated and do all that. Like, don't wait for something bad to happen, you know?
And then be like, oh, we need to do this. So we need to, Yeah.
And
you know what?
Anyway.
And that's a good story because that's the way we got to be with the people that we love and the people that are closest to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can't wait. Yes. You can't wait till somebody is, dead and gone, and then, want to cry and moan and talk about how much you loved them and this and that. Let them know why they're here.
Let them know.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Let them know. Whoever it is, it don't matter who it is. You know. Yeah. Appreciate what you got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I say week in and week out is dope to see the people that are showing you the love that you deserve, and and it's cool because it's so authentic, it's so organic, it's so genuine, and that's the dopest part about it, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, I had a moment last week. I'm reading through the names of the people that was commenting, and it was like last week was a trip because there was a lot of people. I mean, obviously Eula and Stefan and Monica, they're there every week, and I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then there was cats, friends from the military and friends from college and stuff, and they reaching out and showing love to you, man. And it was
people that I don't even know, and that's shit.
Yeah.
That's love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's love,
man.
Yeah.
Yes, people that you ain't seen in years, or people that you ain't even ever met, and they was,
And that's why I say it's a lot of people out there that I haven't met that are supporting me.
Yep.
And that's that's cool as hell. People that people that Melanie know, people that it's just crazy.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's what life's about, man. Life's about making the connections.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, final word. I'm gonna let you go. Final word. Go ahead and drop something.
My final word is peace and love. Shit. Peace and love.
I love it. Yeah. Love it. Well, appreciate you always taking time and shit. And again, this is crazy that we're on 17 weeks of this. But looking forward to doing many more. So it don't stop. The marathon doesn't stop. So love you, and we'll talk again next week.
All right.